Hear the sledges with the bells, silver bells! What a world of merriment their melody foretells! How they tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the icy air of night, while the stars that oversprinkle all the heavens seem to twinkle with a crystalline delight, keeping time, 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 in a sort of runic rhyme, to the tintinnabulation that so musically wells from the bells, 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 from the jingling and the tinkling of the bells. Hear the mellow wedding bells, golden bells! What a world of happiness their harmony foretells! Through the balmy air of night, how they ring out their delight! From the molten golden notes, and all in tune, what a liquid ditty floats to the turtle dove that listens while she gloats on the moon. Oh, from out the sounding cells, what a gush of euphony voluminously wells! How it swells, how it dwells on the future, how it tells of the rapture that impels to the swinging and the ringing of the bells, 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 of the bells, 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 to the rhyming and the chiming of the bells. Hear the loud alarum bells, brazen bells! What a tale of terror now their turbulency tells! In the startled ear of night, how they scream out their affright! Much too horrified to speak, they can only shriek, shriek out of tune, in a clamorous appealing to the mercy of the fire, and a mad expostulation with the deaf and frantic fire, leaping higher, 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 with a desperate desire, and a resolute endeavor, now, now to sit or never, by the side of the pale-faced moon. Oh, the bells, bells, bells! What a tale their terror tells of despair! How they clang and clash and roar! What a horror they outpour on the bosom of the palpitating air! Yet the ear, it fully knows, by the twanging and the clanging, how the danger ebbs and flows. Yet the ear distinctly tells, in the jangling and the wrangling, how the danger sinks and swells, by the sinking or the swelling, in the anger of the bells, of the bells, of the bells, 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 in the clamor and the clangor of the bells. Hear the tolling of the bells, iron bells! What a world of solemn thought their monody compels! In the silence of the night, how we shiver with affright at the melancholy meaning of their tone, for every sound that floats from the rust within their throats is a groan, and the people, ah, the people, they that dwell up in the steeple all alone, and who, tolling, 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 in that muffled monotone, feel a glory in so rolling on the human heart a stone. They are neither man nor woman, they are neither brute nor human, they are ghouls, and their king it is who tolls, and he rolls, 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 a pain from the bells, and his merry bosom swells with the pain of the bells, and he dances and he yells, keeping time, 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 in a sort of runic rhyme, to the pain of the bells, keeping time, 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 in a sort of runic rhyme, to the throbbing of the bells, 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 to the sobbing of the bells, keeping time, 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 as he knells, 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 in a happy runic rhyme, to the rolling of the bells, 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 to the tolling of the bells, 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 to the moanings and the groaning of the bells.
Okay, time to start doing work.
Okay. This is just so hard though. I wish there was a way to ask Poe himself.
You mean go back in time? I've just the thing.
So Arrow left us these instructions. That should work.
Alright.
From our previous annotations, we have deduced that the meaning of this poem is insanity follows a pattern of rising then falling. This is shown by the extended conventions used throughout the poem.
We base this off of repetitions, imagery, and parallelism in the poem.
The poem contains a high amount of repetition to establish this meaning. The word bells is repeated often throughout the poem, being said up to 7 times in a row. This specific number of repetitions occurs 4 times throughout the poem, once in each stanza, and could possibly serve as an allusion to one of your previous works, The Mask of the Red Death, which focuses on the 7 deadly sins. This relates to the meaning due to the fact that repetition can be categorized as perseveration, or the repetition of a particular response, such as a word, despite the absence of stimulus, and it is often caused by brain damage or other organic disorder. While this takes a more literal meaning to the poem, figuratively it can be noted that throughout the poem, the rate at which repetition occurs increases then decreases, just as the insanity increases then decreases.
The examples of auditory imagery in this poem show the speaker's transcendence into insanity. For example, the poem starts out with silver bells, and I know when I read that, I heard the silver bells ring in my ears. But later in the poem, those bells become alarm bells, and when I read that, the alarm bells blared in my head. Those two examples of auditory imagery contradict each other and show the speaker's slow descent into insanity, through the stages of silver bells to golden bells, to alarm bells, and then to iron bells. Additionally, the imagery works to encourage the reader to picture these sounds as the speaker would hear them in his or her mind.
Yes, and all of these bells emit different sounds. These sounds, described in the same structure throughout the poem, show parallelism to establish insanity. The third line of each stanza corresponds. In the first, what a world of merriment their melody foretells. The second, what a world of happiness their harmony foretells. The third, what a tale of terror now their turbulency tells. And the fourth, what a world of solemn thought their monotony compels. By using the same structure over and over, you bring attention to this particular idea, as well as how this sound evolves. This structure is made familiar, which makes the difference of bells stand out to throw the reader's focus off guard. Additionally, by changing the words up from merriment to happiness, then terror and solemn thought, you show how the insanity rises and then falls.
Wow, that's really thought out. Yeah, well, what do you think? Did we derive meaning well? Well, I need to be honest with you kids. I haven't actually written that. I have had some ideas, but I haven't put them to paper yet.
Oh, awkward. Well, we're just gonna get going then.
Wait. Can I keep that?